So, today I actually didn't want to go through Joyful again because I don't necessarily think that it is one of the greatest books that I ever went through, but I'm just seeing that there's only one point left, as far as I can remember. Joyful key idea number 8. Celebrations spread joyfulness and well-designed spaces lead to more celebration. Every day in New York, a tour bus takes visitors to famous sites around the city, from Little Italy to Times Square, but there is one location that is guaranteed to elicit the most joy. It is City Hall, where couples go to get married and celebrate with their family and friends. There is no escaping it. Celebrations are a great way to increase joyfulness. Looking at the great run of human history, celebrations wouldn't seem to make a lot of sense. There seems no logical reason why people would congregate together and consume many of their resources. Why waste time that would be better spent hunting or working? In fact, celebrations aren't a uniquely human phenomenon. They actually appear to be grounded in evolution. That is what Dutch primatologist Frans de Waal observed in zoo-dwelling chimpanzees between 1975 and 1981. When he brought them rare treats such as fresh blackberry branches, the chimpanzee gathered together in celebration. They kissed and hugged like crazy before all sitting down to eat the feast together. So why do we celebrate? The psychologist S.L. Gable showed in studies in 2004 and 2012 that celebrations strengthen internal community bonds. People who have celebrated together are more likely to assist each other. Equally, communal celebration also heightens participants' joy levels. There are many reasons to celebrate. Then, and if done right, appropriately designed spaces can help with that. For instance, in 2008, architect David Rockwell came up with a unique solution when he was asked to redesign the venue for the Academy Awards in Los Angeles. By that time in their history, the annual Academy Awards show had become incredibly tedious to watch. The crowd just sat in the theater, barely clapping at what was happening on stage. So Rockwell decided to dump the rows of straight seats and instead place them in wider, concentric loops. The front of the stage was also rounded out, meaning that the presenters could stand within the crowd rather than at a distance. The impact was plain to see. No longer did the audience leave the event bored and, if possible, early. They actually stayed right through to the end. Rockwell had reinvigorated the celebration. These book summaries remind us of what is too easily forgotten. Joyfulness is everywhere and it must not be repressed. It can be found in everyday objects and colors, in playful design and architecture, and in celebrations across the world. Joyfulness must be encouraged for all our sakes, whether by creating and paying attention to design details as viewers or shaping gardens and buildings as designers. We can make what was once soulless truly joyful. Final summary. The key message in this book summary. Even the most ordinary things can bring joy to our lives. We just have to let them. From the colors you choose to paint your walls to urban buildings that fill you with awe, there are endless opportunities to recognize and celebrate the beauty and joy in everyday life. The benefits of joy cannot be denied, and once you recognize its place in your life, you too can embrace joy and design your world around it. Actionable advice. Keep a joy journal. As you go about your daily life, keep a journal to hand. Whenever you notice feelings of happiness within you or something that makes you smile or exclaim, "Wow," make a note of it. Try to track where these feelings tend to come up most often for you, in what settings and with whom. Over time, your joy journal will give you a clear picture of your aesthetic preferences and the types of experiences that elicit the most joy. Armed with these facts, you'll know just how and when you can introduce more of that joy into your life. Which I, by the way, think is an incredibly great thing to do. And I don't know, I think that we in general all know what is just making us feel good what is joyful for us, but sometimes there are very particular things that make us very, 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 very happy, and just let us feel free and just amazing. Like, it is a very special feeling, I'd say. And I think writing these exact moments down, what you're doing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, because of course one could say, okay, when I'm riding my bike, I feel good, which for example is the case for me in particular spaces. Most often those are going to be particular spaces that I didn't know before. I tend to really enjoy exploring my local area and just getting to know certain regions and certain spots that I didn't know about. I think that is really amazing, and also kind of discovering how everything is connected. Like, okay, this street goes to that corner, and when I just move right or left, I get into this place or that spot and whatnot. And I like that, but I was only able to see that by doing things multiple times. Of course, when I ride my bike and I'm biking somewhere, I'm not just not always, it depends, just filled with joy, but sometimes it is just like amazing and incredible and whatnot. But yeah, I think it is a very good idea to write down when you're feeling joyful. Anyway, gonna see you the next time. Bye bye.